We are going to start to put together your collage in Picmonkey.com. So instead of going to edit today, you're going to click on Collage and you're going to choose from your computer. You're going to make sure you're in your pictures folder and you're going to find the folder that has the pictures of your country. So I'm going to click on Israel. Now, to select all your pictures at once, you can hold down the Control key and hit all. Control A is select all. If you downloaded many more pictures than you want, so for example, here I have tons of pictures, I don't want all of them. I can hold down the Control key and I could just select which pictures I want to include. Or I can hold down the Control key, the Shift key rather, and click on the first picture and click on the last picture. And then I can decide by holding down the Control key that I don't want these few pictures. Okay? So you have a few different ways of selecting them, and then you're going to click on Open. Once it loads all your pictures, you are going to put in some settings. So right now it's only set to have 3 images, which is not enough for us. So we're going to go to the settings options, the layout, and we're going to click on, let's see, I think it's square deal. Yeah, square deal, and we're going to pick the most. Now, we're going to leave the swatches alone because that will just fill in one of the boxes for us, which we don't want. Let's go down to the color, the background. So you could choose any color you want. So I'm going to just put in like a blue right now. I'm doing Israel after all. You can decide whether you want these pictures to be rounded or not. So if I draw it in, you see it becomes rounded. It will be all the way to a circle, or you can do anywhere in between. And you can change the spacing. Okay? Now, I'm going to leave it pretty close together, and I'm going to go back to my pictures. All you have to do is click and drag in your pictures wherever you would like them to be. Now, if you bring in a picture and it's not zoomed in enough, then we're going to change it. So let's say, for example, that picture is very long. I want it to show, so I'm going to exit that out, and I'm going to squeeze that over. Maybe I'll get rid of this one even. Actually, this one I'm going to put over here. Okay, and I'm going to edit. So let's pretend that we used all of our pictures here. We did that one already. Okay. Now, I'm going to click on edit because I want this flag to show. So I'm just going to click and drag until I find it in my box here. I can increase it, the size. If I need to flip it or rotate it, I could do that over here as well. And I can make it a little darker or a little lighter here. Now, assuming we are all done with our pictures and we're ready, I'm going to click on edit. In edit, it's going to tell you are ready to add all the different things now. So I'm going to click on open editor, and this is what we all know from before. We have our crop and our effects, but we're going to do text right now. So I'm going to click on add text, and you could put in whatever color you want. Just make sure that we could see it. There's a good enough difference, a contrast. And I'm going to, here we have our text box that comes in, and I'm going to type in Israel, a place to be. Okay, so you can decide if you just want to write your country, oops, or if you want to add a little caption maybe. And then I'm going to just center it, and you can change, you see all the different fonts that they have here. I'm going to highlight the whole thing. And you can play around with the fonts that they have, choose something that you like. Again, you can pick the color, and then I'm going to exit it out, and you're going to see your text come in here, and you can move it if you want it to be on top of some pictures, if you want to leave some blank space for it. If you want to edit it, you could always come back to it. Okay, so you can play with it. In terms of the effects, you shouldn't really be playing with too many of these unless you want to brighten something, but really we're not playing with them for this. When you're totally done with your collage, you're going to click on save. You're going to give it a name, so you're going to call it the name of your country. Okay, and then you're going to save to my computer. You see it's a very large size, which is good. So that means it'll print clearly. I'm going to save to my computer. It's going to save in my folder. That's perfect. I'm just going to give it a number 1 so it comes up right away. Okay, and save. Now it's done. You cannot save this if you're in the middle of working on it. They're not going to save it for you from last time. So make sure you finish by the end of the period. Then when you're done and you're ready to print it, you're going to click on Start and Pictures. In your Pictures library, you're going to scroll down to your folder. So I'm going to go to Israel, and I see my collage. Okay, my collage, I want to print it, so I'm going to select it and go to Print. And now it shows me my whole collage. Make sure that you are on the HB Color LaserJet. If it says B&W, it's going to print black and white. Make sure it says HB Color LaserJet. If it's not correct, you're going to click on it and find the right one. And now notice how my picture is cut off. I don't want it to be cut off, so I'm going to uncheck this box that says Fit Picture to Frame. Now I could see my whole picture. And depending on which size your teacher tells you to print, we're going to print. So maybe it's going to be a 5x7, maybe it's going to be a 4x6. We will discuss and let you know for sure. But when you have your picture selected, you're going to click on Print. If you have any questions, raise your hand.